All right, what's up everybody? The time now is about 6:50 a.m. in the morning. It is 21 degrees Celsius, which is 70 degrees Fahrenheit, and I'm getting ready to use the Runna app for the first time today. I did sign up for the free trial. I was awake at about 4 a.m. this morning, and I was just thinking about this app, and I signed up for it, and I was looking around through the app and things like that, and it just caught me. I just could not wait to use it this morning. So I'm using it for the first time. The date listed on here is September 25th. And I signed up for the marathon training, which puts me at about 23 weeks out from the Tokyo Marathon, which I have been accepted for, by the way, 2026, which happens on March 1st. And it gave me a training program of 23 weeks, and it looks like the first run that I have to do today is a so-called easy run, and this easy run is 7.5 kilometers. I would consider anything 5 kilometers or less to be an easy run for me, but it is what it is. This thing looks like it really pushes you to your limit, so I guess my new easy runs are going to be 7.5 kilometers, and then as I go up inside of this app, it's going to get even more than that. But it's putting my estimated time of completion on this as 1 hour to 1 hour and 10 minutes. And it wants me to run this at a conversational pace, no faster than 8 minutes and 40 seconds per kilometer. But I think I'm definitely going to run this a lot faster than that. Okay, so I'm just walking right now before I start my run. The reason I got this app is just because I got a little bit tired of the Nike Run Club. I wanted to see if anything would change, or would I get better if I switched over to using something else that would potentially help me out. The Nike Run Club app helped me to a certain degree. It helped me from when I started running at absolute zero to prepare me for running for the Tokyo Legacy Half Marathon, which I've already completed that and medaled in it, but just got tired of the app and started to repeat some of those workouts over and over again, and got tired of listening to Coach Bennett repeat some of the same things, too. And then once I got to the third time, then I was like, let me try something else. I don't know how much more tailor-made this is going to be for me, but this one looks like it really pushes you. And there's other features inside of here, like I'm looking at one right now. It's recommended me to join this strength training thing, which I will sign up for right after this run. I'm going to set that up. But, you can incorporate strength, like, weightlifting and muscle building inside of your marathon plans, or any plan that you choose for that matter. It doesn't have to be a marathon plan. And stretches and all kinds of different variations of things like that. So I want to incorporate those things to see if I can build some muscle to help me move faster, things of that nature. All right, so I'm getting ready to activate this for the first time, and I will still use the Nike Run Club app in case for my first time here these running times don't record. God forbid I do 7.5 kilometers and I don't have my data that saves immediately afterwards. I'd be upset. So always going to double it up with a second app and get that data recorded. But anyways, I'm getting ready to head back out to the street level, and I'm going to activate this either on my watch or on my phone, stick this inside of my pocket, and start running. Now, normally I would be listening to music right about now. Forgot the earbuds inside of my house, so I'm going to be running with no music today. Let's go ahead, hit today's run, and I'm back on this description screen of today's run. I'm going to see how to start this thing. I got the birds approaching me looking for a free handout of food. Hey, you go away, buddy. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and hit start workout. outdoor run. Got my location on, motion and fitness. Let's get this thing activated. Apple Health, Strava, all of that stuff is on. Let's hit continue. Once I hit that, then I even come to another screen and I have to hit the start button to get everything activated. And let me just open up the Nike Run Club just in case as a backup. Hit start on that. And now 5, 4, 3, 2, let's get this thing going. Get my head inside of the frame here. So, should be tracking my run, which it looks to be doing at the immediate moment. We're gonna take this one nice and easy today, but I think I will finish 7.5 kilometers faster than 1 hour maybe. At least I hope so. I'll try my best to. And I see my little icon on here moving on the map. That's good news. I like the UI of this. Pretty sleek design, looks good. Easy to read all the data that's on the screen. So I have no complaints there. So I'm gonna finish out this run. I'm not going to vlog this whole thing. And once I complete it, once I make it to the end of this thing, then I'll check back in with you guys at the end and tell you what I think, at least on my initial use of the app. It's not enough to make a big judgment, but it's enough just to get a small feel of what's to come from using the Runna app. Okay, two things. First thing is I'm 4.3 kilometers inside of the 7.5 kilometer easy run. The second thing that I wanted to talk about is the more important thing, other than just giving you the update of where I'm at, is that when you sign up for this, of course, the negative part about it is that there are no humans making your training plan, even though you spend that $125. If you get the discount on your subscription or whatever it's normally going to cost you for this app, maybe it's $200. I don't know the price of it. It was offering me a 50% discount if I signed up. So I did that. And it's about $125 with tax in. So, irregardless of the price that you pay to use this app, of course, there is no humans making your training plans. Obviously, it's just too many people on the app, and there wouldn't be enough coaches to make a dedicated plan for every runner that's a subscriber on the app, which is hundreds of thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands, whatever. But your training plan is made by an AI algorithm, and it's based on stats that you initially feed into the machine. So for example, I could have signed up for the Runna app as a complete new runner. I could have, claimed to the app, this is my first time running. I am just starting to run. I'm all fresh and I want to train for a 10K or whatever. And it'll place you somewhere. And I guess you can adjust that, of course, obviously later if you find it to be too difficult or too easy. But it's going to make a placement plan for you somewhere. I got a more targeted placement because although I've been injured for 2 months, it didn't run for 2 months. I came back from my injuries, 2 injuries that I had, spoke about them inside other videos. And I started running again maybe about a week or 2 ago. So I know not where I was at the time that I got injured, like where I left off. You wouldn't be plugging in that time because you're no longer there. You would be plugging in the time of where you're at now. So instead of placing my marathon time, my marathon training time that I hit before the injury inside of the app, because I'm just not that strong anymore, I placed the time of my last long run, which was a 10K. It was last week, and I think it was 1 hour and 22 minutes it took me to complete that run, which is super slow to say the least. But being honest with myself, without lying to myself, to other people, you can't cheat at this running thing, first of all. But, you know, that's what you go with. So I selected 10K, and I plugged in the time of 1 hour and 23 minutes inside of the app. And then from there, it made an algorithm. It used this algorithm to make a plan for what is going to be a good starting point for me from today until 23 weeks later, where I run this marathon. So it's all based on that. And so far I'm doing pretty good. Even though I'm supposed to run 7.5 kilometers today, what I think I'm actually gonna do is I think I'm gonna run 10K today, just because I feel like I can. And secondly, I want to see if the app does anything with that additional information, because, you know, maybe it might adjust something and make my next run to be easier or harder, or maybe it might stay the same, who knows. But I just wanted to see if it's going to take that extra 2.5 kilometers and do something with that. So that's why I'm running the additional kilometers today, and we'll see where that takes us.
Time 36 minutes 14 seconds. Distance 5 kilometers. Average pace 7:15 per kilometer.
Here I am, sweating, glistening in the sun. Just completed the 7.5 kilometer run, and I'm looking at the statistics right now of the run. I got these birds out here hanging around me, waiting for some food. Let's see if I can show this guy off on the camera real quick. Look at that guy. Look at that little hairy dude right there. All right, guy, ain't got no food for you today. Switch this camera back around. I decided not to take my own advice where I said that I was gonna run 10 kilometers. I just wasn't feeling it, so I just did the regular 7.5 kilometer easy run. And it took me, they were estimating that I'd finish this between an hour and 10 minutes, but I finished it in 53 minutes and 32 seconds with an average pace of 7 minutes, 3 seconds per kilometer. And it wants me to rank, how did you find this workout? I'm gonna give it a thumbs up. All right, so they got workout insights. I'm gonna go ahead and activate this, whatever it is. All right, it says my activities linked and the workout is complete. So I'm gonna go over to Strava right now and take a look to see if this run had saved. And yes, there it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and save this inside of there. And the duplicate run that I'm getting ready to save inside of the Nike Run Club, I'm gonna go ahead and delete that. All in all, it was a good run. I got a little bit of data out here. Hold on, let me see if I can flip the camera around real quick, show this off. Look at all these guys waiting around for food, especially him. Yeah, I got nothing for you, buddy. All right. Anyways, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at my statistics and see what kind of stats that I would have built up for this run. I don't know how to find anything on the app at the moment, so I'm just kind of going through the motions, just flipping through stuff. All right, I clicked on activities, and I got my first run logged inside of here. And when I go ahead and click on that, it gives me the usual information that you'd get from any other app: the distance, time, average pace, the elevation gain, and your average heart rate. Mine was 165. And let me rate that inside again. And then it gives me my splits down inside of there. All right, so that's standard information that you get with any other app. Let's see if I can take a glance to see what is my next run on this plan that is upcoming, which might be a week from now. A week from now, like tomorrow actually. Click on plan overview.
Hey, I'm Ben Parker.
I'm Genevieve Gregson. And I'm Steph Davis.
All right, that's not necessarily what I was looking for. Anyways, this is going to take me some playing around with. Thursday, which is today, was my easy run, and then I got a long run of 13 kilometers coming up in 2 days on Saturday. So it looks like I only have these 2 runs scheduled for this week. All right, I see what it is now. This is what that looks like. And we're here inside of this block for week 1. And we'll be moving to this next week where I have 5 days of running inside of there. Anyways, glad to have been accepted inside of the Tokyo Marathon. Looking forward to seeing all of you guys there. Please stick with me on this channel for more information about this app once I unlock the ins and outs of it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Until next time, peace. I'm out.